Today we're talking to Saints caretaker manager Harry Wheeler after the Saints 3-0 victory against Margate in National League South. We played them twice this season, Harry. We've beaten them twice, and you've had 2 games as a caretaker manager, and you won both of those as well.
Yeah, you can't ask for a better start. Obviously, 8 goals in 2 games isn't bad, and 2 clean sheets. I mean, today was obviously much more important. Obviously, we wanted to win Tuesday, but today is an epitome on the whole week. Tuesday was a build-up for today. And obviously the idea was get the structure ready in Tuesday, work on it Thursday, and then play it today. Our training started at the game on Tuesday, and luckily it went well. Thursday they bought into it, and the first thing obviously players have to buy into it if they're going to do it. They enjoyed it, they bought into it, and then today you could see, I think it worked really well. I think the first 10 was okay. The tempo was slow, which is, you know, when results haven't been going through and it's a new system, it will do in a competitive match, but we just kept it positive from the side the whole time. Just kept it positive, kept going, and the players just grew, and they grew, as you see, as the game went on. It just grew, and the game's won over 90. It's not how I always say, it's not how you start. And I said to him, if it doesn't quite work out at first, just keep playing, keep doing the right things. If it's not working for you as an individual, keep going, and the game will grow as the game goes on, because we'll just keep developing, and that's exactly what happened, you know. And I didn't feel we'd go in way ahead at half time. I felt it would be a gradual thing, and I thought second half, you know, as the game starts to stretch, we'll really start dominating in there, and it's exactly what we did.
We did grow, but that wind was also a factor. I was up in the gantry, and it was fierce, and we were defending it in the first half, and you could see Margate were overhitting too many of their balls. Yeah,
no, it was a factor. They were overhitting them. A couple of them got in from it at times, and we mentioned that at half time. I didn't feel they really threatened us. The only thing I thought is probably in behind that we looked like it could happen. Okay, and we tried to eradicate it before it did happen, and this is what we did. So we just gave them a little guideline for the second half of where the distance is, where we want them to stand, to stop that, regardless of the wind, because we don't use excuses. I told them we're not talking about the wind, we're not talking about the slope, we're not talking about the pitch. It's just 11v11. We played a game, and so it took a factor of it, but in the end, it was done through their understanding and through their focus today.
Turning point, first half penalty saved by Joe Welsh.
Yeah, harsh penalty in my opinion. Players don't run with their hands by their sides. Naturally they don't. But it's given it. We looked at Reece, who the goalkeeper coach, looked at their penalties, and we obviously looked at where he put his last one. Unfortunately we told him wrong, because he didn't put it in the same place. But so Joe Welsh takes full credit for that one, because he psyched him out, and he went the right way. And it was a big point in the game for us. I think especially when results haven't gone your way. If you go a goal down again, I think we would have reacted better today. I think, because we spoke about it, I said I wasn't bothered if we were going to go down, because I know we'll score today. We have goals in that side. But obviously if I had the choice, I'd keep it that we had the clean sheet, and obviously it did help.
Second half, we had 3 shots on target, all of them ended up in the back of the net. Very good finishes, including the middle there. First goal for quite a while for Harry Crawford. There's going to be a weight off his back.
Yeah, well, we spoke on Tuesday, and we said, obviously, when you asked on Tuesday, I said he's got goals in him. Thursday, when we had training, he sort of, you know, he hung around a little bit at the end, and we had a chat about, obviously, what a good player I think he is, and how many goals I know he can score, and his general round play to me has always been good anyway. Everyone sees it different, but I think it's been good. It was just that final bit, which, of course, when you're forward, you'll get judged on how many goals you score. That is football. You'll get judged on it. And I just wanted him to come in today. If it didn't quite work for him, I said, you won't hear anything from me if it's not working for you. You just keep going, and you'll get one. And I told him as he walked out for the second half, I said, you'll get a goal in this half for it. And I think his continuation of his concentration, and he keeps going, and his repetition and practice in training, because he stays out and keeps finishing. In the end, it's inevitable. The goals are going to come back. And thankfully it came at a very important time.
And Louis Fiafana set us on the way. Not a bad signing he's proved to be.
Louis been fantastic, and Louis is you know, without Louis' goals, players say, you know, I'd like to think someone else would step up, but Louis is doing his job, and his job is to score goals, and that's why the lad is very well respected at this level and higher. And obviously I work at a high level as well, and people do speak about him at that level, and he is well respected because he's consistent with it, and still young as that. So Theo's been massive for us, and in general, to take away his goals today, just his whole play today, his work rate. We're 3-0 up, and they've got a break on with about 2 minutes left, and I found him in our 18 making a challenge. So that just shows he's on our side. He's well up for the fight here, and he wants to be here, and you know he's happy with what's going on at the moment, and he's just enjoying it. And he said at the end, I'm just enjoying it. He said it's so much, but I just enjoy it at the moment. And you know, that's, if players are enjoying it, you'll get the best out of them.
And the third goal, pick of a bunch, Sam Corcoran's great strike.
Yeah, 2 of the slowest step overs I've seen in a while, but Sam in training, Sam's got a great strike on him. We've said before, Sam, and you know, everyone said it to him this season, that he can add more goals to his game, and with the quality that he has, he should have more goals, because he's a very, very good player, Sam, and he should have more. So that's not a bad start. Okay, first league, and then he's got one. So you know, I think it's not surprising that he can score from that distance. It will become more consistent, because when you give him that freedom in there and his licence to go and feel like the shackles are off and he can go and express himself, that's the kind of thing he wants to go and do. So it was just bringing it out in him, really, and as you saw, that's what he can do, and I would expect to see more of that the rest of this season.
It keeps us in the bottom 3, though. Although we've reduced the gap, we are still in the bottom 3.
Yeah, look, it's going to be a long-term thing. It's going to be a continuous focus. I said to the lads before today, I said the main things with me is play with fun and freedom, but have a continuous focus at the same time. The continuous focus part will get us out of trouble. The freedom will show you what good players are and get us goals. But you do know, if you're scoring goals and you're conceding goals, your results are going to be varied. So the focus part is just to keep defending, knowing when to play long, knowing when to defend the right areas, and understanding the game as it progresses. Okay, and understanding that the game changes, and just taking one situation at a time. And if they do that, they'll get out of it. I said to you the other day, I have no doubt the players are, in my opinion, too good to be where they are right now. So if they keep going, and that they will get out of it with the belief and with the endeavour, and to be honest, with the work rate they showed today, it's inevitable they'll get out of it.
No game next Saturday. That must be frustrating for you. So I guess you just want to keep this run going.
It's frustrating, but you know, obviously it depends what happens. But in terms of me, I'm quite meticulous, and I like to work on things and keep going repetition and keep making sure everyone knows their jobs and its roles and responsibilities each week. So it will give us an extra training session, and it'll give us a chance to really nail things on. If I'm looking if I'm scrutinising it from the side today, and I'm really looking, I can see little bits, as excellent as saying, oh yeah, well, maybe we could just, that tiny bit there we need to do a little bit better, and just ironing out the little bits, and those sort of 3 sessions will give us a chance to do that, and I will be even stronger by the next league game.
Of course, your name is still in the hat, I should say, for the manager's job. Only 26, but the youngest one we've ever had, if you get it. You're still up for it, and I guess today's result won't have done you any harm.
I'm always, as I said to you the other day, I'm always up for it. Like, do I feel I can do it? Yes. Am I good enough to get the best out of players? Yes. When I said outside circumstances, that's obviously with my roles at other clubs at the moment, and obviously them being full-time and, you know, relying to make a living and stuff. It would be very hard to turn down, but at the same time, for where I am right now in my position, I'm not sure it'd be the best thing for me. I would like to still be here, and I want to be around, and I'd love to be involved, and I'd give everything that I have done already and more if it comes back. And I would take it as an experience and see what happens. I never say never, but at the same time, I'm obviously aware of, you know, and keep myself focused as an individual about to my aims and goals in my future and where I want to be.
Our last managers, I can't remember their names now, but they won their first home league game 3-0. They went on to get a promotion and 2 runs to the first round of the FA Cup. If you were to get a job, you'd be happy with a record like that, wouldn't you?
Oh, I'd be delighted. I mean, Jim and Graham were excellent. They did excellent. And no one can take that away from them. I've said that. Yeah, you take that, especially in the position we're in right now. 100%. Of course, you'd take that all day long, and nothing's impossible. And as I said, with the squad, that isn't out of their hands. Within the squad, it isn't impossible for that. It's just a continuous focus now, and to keep buying into it and keeping that work rate. And from there, anything can happen.
Lovely, thanks so much, Harry. Excellent day for the club and an excellent day for yourself as well. A reminder then, the Saints next in action on Tuesday the 15th of December. Maidenhead United are visitors to Clarence Park. National League South match kick-off is at 7:45.